my question to you too, and I'll answer as well. Where do you see the Jurassic Park franchise going, and where do you want it to go? Or where do you want it to go, and where do you see it going, if that makes sense?
So I've been listening to a lot of videos about Jurassic World Dominion lately, and one thing that I think I heard from a different guy, I can't remember who said it specifically, but it's like, let's talk about it or something like that. Somebody on YouTube posted a review, and I'm like, you know what? I do think that that's why they teased it in this movie. I think that there's going to be a movie that goes back to either the 90s or the 2000s. Not a movie, a show, or maybe a movie, some sort of project that goes back to the 90s or early 2000s that will explore the life of Charlotte, that explores the life of Maisie's actual mom, or the person that she was cloned after.
Okay.
That would provide the perfect excuse to go back to the islands and to do pure fan service. I honestly think that is a very, very, very likely thing. Now, with that being said, is that where I want it to go? I don't care about Charlotte. I don't care about Maisie. So honestly, no, I don't want to see that. However, I do want to go back to the 90s. I do want to explore Jurassic Park after the fall of 93. And originally, I want to explore Nublar specifically. I want to see what happens there. So
yeah,
I want to go back to 90s. And even if it is with the Charlotte story, if that's only like the way that these, like the TV show would be loosely attached from episode to episode, is just that Charlotte connects it when there's like these episodic events of dinosaurs breaking out or different, things happening, I'd be down for that. I'd totally be down for that. And especially if they explain the amalgam testing. And one thing that I want to see, I know that this is a far stretch and probably will never happen. I want the chaos effect, okay? I want the chaos effect toy line to kind of be like loosely adapted, so that we see like the amalgam testing was the beginning of hybridization.
I had that white and red raptor.
Yes,
so cool.
Yes, yeah. It shows those really weird looking things like the white and red raptor and like the purple and green Pteranodon. I want to see that kind of stuff because I just think that would be super wacky and it'd be really fun to watch. But I don't think that's where it's going. I think that that's just me, wishing. But where it could totally go, I totally think that they will be exploring the story with Charlotte in the future.
Oh, absolutely.
What about you?
So for me, where I want it to go, I want it just like you. I want them to either, go into the 90s, but after JP or after Lost World. I would love to see, especially because I'm a big Lost World fan, what happens after, leading up to Jurassic Park 3, where you have a Spinosaurus, and you have amalgam testing and all those sort of things, Hammond's death in the late 90s as well, and Masrani taking over. There's so many things you can dive into. Same with after 93, like Operation Clean Sweep and stuff like that. And, there's so many cool little storylines that I feel like you can focus on. Just like I said, 4 characters, just 4 or 5 characters that can really kind of like Jurassic Park the game almost a little bit, but much better. I feel like you can have a story with just a few characters that is just a straight action movie. And I think that will bring the magic back to Jurassic Park. And I'm not a TV show guy, but sure. I actually would like to see it on a TV, on a Peacock channel or whatever. That's what I would like to see. But what I think is going to happen, you brought up a really good point with the whole Maisie situation, with the Lockwood situation. But I think that they're going to continue to make movies that are popcorn films, that are fun, and celebrate the first movie, and I'll eat it up, I think that's probably the way they're going to go. And in film too, I think Frank Marshall was pretty clear that he wants to make movies, not TV shows. So
I'm down for movies.
Oh yeah, me too. Of course, Jurassic Park film you want to see. I hope that it comes out, in 2025 or so, not too long of a wait. But that's where I see it happening. I see them celebrating the success and the awesomeness of the first film that nobody can ever get enough of, right. Like an E.T. or a Jaws, or Back to the Future. Like, keep celebrating that iconic first movie. and I think that's where they're going to do, honestly.